In the vibrant city of Lagos, Nigeria, there was a unique salon owned by a woman named Ifeoma. Known for her incredible hair skills, Ifeoma was also a witch, skilled in the ancient arts of magic passed down through generations. With the help of friendly spirits, she created stunning hairstyles that left her clients not only looking beautiful, but also feeling empowered. Women from all walks of life flocked to her salon, eager for her magical touch. They shared their stories, laughter, and tears as Ifeoma transformed their hair, braiding and curling with a grace that seemed otherworldly. Her salon was a sanctuary, a place where women could escape their worries and celebrate their beauty. One sunny afternoon, a local gossip columnist named Chika stepped into Ifeoma's salon. She had heard rumors about the stylist, who was said to work with spirits. As Ifeoma styled her hair, Chika asked with curiosity, "What's your secret?" Ifeoma smiled, her dark eyes sparkling. "There's no secret, just a little magic and a lot of love." But Chika wasn't satisfied with that answer. She felt compelled to dig deeper. After her appointment, Chika left the salon feeling intrigued and determined to uncover the truth. She started asking other clients about their experiences and soon discovered that many believed Ifeoma's magic came with a dark side. As Chika continued her investigation, she learned about the mystical rituals Ifeoma performed to summon spirits. Some clients mentioned strange occurrences, shadows dancing in the mirrors, whispers in the air, and an electrifying energy that filled the room when Ifeoma worked her magic. The more Chika uncovered, the more she believed Ifeoma was hiding something significant. One evening, as the sun set and the sky turned a deep orange, Ifeoma was in her salon preparing for the next day's clients. She felt a strange stirring within her, a hunger that was more than just for food. As she worked, the spirits began to swirl around her, growing restless. Ifeoma could sense their energy building, and for a moment, she lost control of her powers. In an instant, she transformed into a magnificent snake, her scales shimmering like jewels under the salon lights. Panic surged through her. The transformation had never happened in front of her clients before. She looked at her reflection, her heart racing. Suddenly, the door swung open, and a group of women entered, chatting and laughing. They were blissfully unaware of Ifeoma's transformation. As the snake, she felt a powerful urge to strike, to consume the very essence of the women she had helped so often. The hunger was overwhelming, fueled by her fear and desperation. But as she coiled on the salon floor, her instincts battled with her desire to harm. She remembered the joy and confidence she had instilled in these women. Instead of giving in to her darker impulses, she focused on the spirits around her. They whispered words of encouragement, reminding her of her true purpose. With great effort, Ifeoma summoned her magic once again. The air crackled with energy, and in a blinding flash, she transformed back into her human form. The women gasped, their laughter turning to silence as they stared in shock at their stylist. Ifeoma stood before them, breathless and shaken. "What just happened?" Chika gasped, her eyes wide with fear. Ifeoma took a deep breath, gathering her courage. "I'm sorry. I did not mean for you to see that. I've been struggling with my powers, and sometimes they overwhelm me." The women looked at each other, a mix of fear and curiosity in their eyes. "Are you a witch?" one asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "Yes," Ifeoma admitted, "but I use my gifts to help others. I've never harmed anyone." Chika, realizing the potential of this story, felt a pang of guilt. She had sought to expose Ifeoma, but now she saw the woman's pain and vulnerability. "I won't write about this," she said softly. "You've done so much good for our community." The group of women slowly began to relax, understanding that Ifeoma was not a monster but a woman trying to navigate her extraordinary gifts. They rallied around her, offering support and compassion. In that moment, Ifeoma felt a wave of relief wash over her. She knew she wasn't alone. However, the whispers of the spirits began to haunt her mind again. The hunger for more power lingered within her. After the women left, Ifeoma sat alone in the salon, pondering her dual life. She was both a healer and a creature, capable of great darkness. The struggle within her was fierce. Days turned into weeks, and news of Ifeoma's abilities spread throughout Lagos. Women continued coming to her salon, some out of curiosity, others seeking the magic they had heard so much about. The fear that had once surrounded her began to dissipate, replaced by a cautious admiration. They wanted to believe in her magic, to trust that she was still the same Ifeoma who had once transformed their hair and spirits. But one fateful night, as Ifeoma gazed into the mirror, she felt the pull of the snake within her once again. The spirits began to swirl around her, urging her to embrace her true form. The hunger grew stronger, whispering promises of power and freedom. "Join us," they beckoned. "You can be more than just a stylist. You can be a queen." Conflicted, Ifeoma felt the weight of her decision. The seductive call of power tempted her, but she also remembered the women who had come to her for help. They had trusted her with their secrets and dreams. Would she betray that trust? In a moment of clarity, Ifeoma made her choice. With a fierce determination, she refused the spirit's call. Instead, she channeled her energy into a spell of protection, not only for herself, but for the women who came to her salon. The air crackled with magic as she sealed her powers, vowing to use them only for good. As dawn broke, Ifeoma emerged from the salon, feeling lighter and more focused than ever. She had made peace with her powers and decided to embrace her role as a mentor. From that day forward, she not only styled hair, but also taught the women about self-empowerment and embracing their own magic. Ifeoma Salon became a center for community, where women gathered not just for hair, but for support and strength. They shared their stories, celebrated their beauty, and learned to harness their own inner power. Ifeoma became their guiding light, a symbol of resilience and transformation. As time passed, Ifeoma's legend grew. The women of Lagos spoke of the stylist who had once battled with darkness but chose to walk the path of light. They remembered her story, not just as a tale of magic, but as a reminder that true strength comes from within. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales. Thank you.